So I had interest in fashion, but you know, at the end of the day, I had to look at school. So I performed well. I got a B plus. I was called to the University of Nairobi, and the problem, I don't know. I feel like this is a problem in Kenya. Hopefully, one day it's gonna be addressed. I don't know if it's changed, but I tend to believe it's the same thing right now. Once you finish high school, you really don't have much of a choice on what you can do. There's a list of courses that, you know, your cluster points add up in whatever you can do. So it's up to you to look at the options and you know, get to see on this and this and this option, this is where I can fit myself. But you see, at the end of the day, even if you're doing that, that is not something that's coming from the heart. Because at the end of the day, you're being told these are your points and this is what you can do. I really wish there was a system whereby when a kid is small, whatever interest it is that they have, they get cultured in that interest. It grows in them so that at the end of the day, when that kid reaches 18, at least they have a purpose, they have a place where they can go, rather than just finishing high school and then you're told these are your marks and this and this and this is what you're supposed to do. Because at the end of the day, you'll get someone that's going there, but not because that's what they want, but because that's where they fit. And at the end of the day, most of these people you'll find, like, you know, they've gone to that course, but they have a very hard time fitting into that course. Because at the end of the day, it's like they don't belong. That's why you'll get people in campus switching from this course to this course to this course, because they're still trying to find themselves. So I was called to do wildlife management and conservation, and yeah, that's what I did until I finished. Once you get into university in Kenya, whatever it is that you're doing, there's one reality that we all have to face in Kenya. I won't say it's impossible, but the job market is a very hard nut to crack. I mean, I'm comparing it with other countries, the developed countries. I mean, yes, we are in the developing world, but it's quite a crisis. So at the back of my mind, when I was doing my classes in wildlife management and conservation, I had one thought at the back of my mind. There's a possibility that I might finish this course and at the end of the day, I don't get a job. So I had to sit down and think, if I don't get a job, then what next? So I was like, let me try and think of something that I can be doing as like something on the side, so that at the end of the day, if I finish and I don't get employed, at least there is something that can push me as I look for employment. So like I said, I had an interest in fashion and I started pursuing that. You know, the good thing about campus is that in a day you might be having 2 classes, 3 classes. In a day there is no class. So most of the times when I'm having classes, I used to wake up very early, go to Gikomba like 5 a.m. and I get to pick a few things that I feel is good. And then by 9 p.m. I'm in the class. 9 a.m. I'm in the class. So that's what I used to do. So for starters, it started as a